Hi, Elijah. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
I was just wondering if you could update us on, how you're feeling with your injury and what you think about crucial football activities.
Yeah, I'm doing good right now with the recovery. As you guys know, I was here all off season, so doing well. Rehab, feeling great right now, making great progress, and should be ready by camp. And I'm feeling great. During these OTAs, doing a lot of O-line drills as well with the guys. So it feels good to finally be back out there doing individual. So yeah.
So you said you should be ready for cleared for team reps and all by the start of camp, Elijah?
Yes.
What's it been like to see Aaron Rodgers there, Elijah? Obviously, a lot's changed since the last time you played for the Jets. What's it been like to see Aaron Rodgers in the huddle?
Yeah, just seeing him in the huddles, it's still a surreal feeling. But when you have a guy like that, future Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP, he knows he's been in the game for so long now. He knows how to handle the huddle, cadence, plays, all that. So it's a lot easier, him just being calm and everything like that. But overall, talking to him a little bit, he's a great guy. Seems like a very chill dude as well. And seems pretty even keel. And I feel like that's, important for any quarterback in games. So far it's going well, and, we're excited to get in camp.
Elijah, you last year showed some pretty impressive ability to play outside at tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you'd like to do a little bit more moving forward, or do you prefer the guard position?
For me, I feel like, it really doesn't matter. I've told you guys plenty of times, I'm always team first. But, just talking to Coach Carter, he has a plan for me and the whole line as well. It really comes down to his decision. But, we've been talking about it here and there. But I feel comfortable, either one. That's pretty much it.
Is it your impression from Carter that he wants you to play guard, or is he open to you playing tackle?
I feel like right now I'm just taking reps at guard in OTAs. Like I said, anything can change. We saw that last year, halfway through the season or beginning of the season. So you never know. I always stay on my toes. Right now, just during OTAs and stuff like that, I'm just at guard.
Elijah, last week was a pretty big week for the center position. Obviously, the guy who played here. What'd you think of Connor coming back? And have you had any communication yet with Joe Tippmann, the second-round rookie? Any advice you can give him?
Yeah, I haven't had contact with him yet. I know he's coming here for rookie minicamp soon, next couple of days. So it'll be good to meet him in person. He's a big guy, very athletic, very powerful. When you come from Wisconsin, they kind of breed those offensive linemen, so it's always good to play next to. So I'm excited to meet him. And Connor McGovern coming back, that's just another vet to have on this roster, who knows what it takes. And I feel like, McGovern's really smart, knows everything there is to know about playing center. So he'll be there, to really help Tippmann as well with anything he needs. But yeah, I can't say enough about McGovern. He's a great player, very smart guy, and he's always good to have in the online room.
What do you think, Elijah? What do you think of the new Makai on Twitter and Instagram? Like, he's lost quite a bit of weight. What do you think of him when you see him?
Yeah. He was posting on Twitter. He looks great. We just seen him. I just seen him the other day too. He looking great in person. Same on Makai, big body. Very athletic guy. Move people out the way easily. So, with him, slimming down everything, it's just going to make him even more, a better athlete, more of a monster. So, I'm excited to see what he puts on.
Hey, how's it going?
How are y'all, man? Doing good this way.
How would you describe how the energy has changed since Aaron Rodgers came into the building?
Yeah, man, it's been great. Everyone's going out to put work in with a smile on their face, knowing that it's a lot of learning to do. The expectation is high with Aaron, and we all know that, and that's what we want. So for us, It's all the excitement to get to work and the excitement to perfect our game, every day. And he pushes us to that for sure, having him around for sure.
Garrett, was there, like at first, when you first see him, at the facility, is there a little bit of a starstruck type of thing? Being a young guy, you've seen this guy play for years. What was that like for you?
Yeah, no, I saw him in the weight room my first day, and for sure. Takes a little time, just to realize. Still probably hasn't sunk in all the way until I caught the first ball from him. But yeah, that's a legend right there, and that's a Hall of Fame player, and we're all blessed to be able to, this is something 20 years from now, 30 years from now, I'll tell my kid, I play with Aaron Rodgers, I try not to think about it too much at this point, just because we're going to work and he's my teammate, and that's got to be the mindset. But the reality of it is, it's awesome, man. It is awesome to be, having someone like that around the facility, and I just can't wait to keep working.
Garrett, what's it like for you, especially on the field, catching passes from him and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's just after I run every route, it's always like, all right, I want to be perfect. I want to be perfect, and I've always had that mindset. But now it's a little. It's another step, I want to be perfect, just to make sure that I'm giving the body language to my coaches, to my new quarterback, that I'm gonna be where I'm supposed to be, when I'm supposed to be there, and they can rely on me, and that's kind of been my mindset, just knowing that it's new to him as well. We're new players to him, and we're having our first impression on him, and what do you want that to be? And as far as football players, it's all about on the field. We meet in person, but if you go out there and ball, all of a sudden I think a little higher of you than I did, no matter how we, first have met, and that's just kind of how it goes when you're teammates. That's the reality of it. So I'm keeping that in mind for sure.
Garrett, what does having a player of his experience level, 18 years in the league, and his accomplishments, what does that do for the overall expectation level of the team?
Yeah, I mean, we know what we have in this room. We've known what we've had in this room, and then when you add someone like that with the accolades that he has and the ability that he has, I mean, we expect to compete with, everyone in the league, beat everyone in the league, be one of the better teams in the league. We expect to do that. And, that's always been the mindset. And when we didn't follow through on that, we've always been upset. But, I'd be lying if I said that we had someone, of Aaron Rodgers' pedigree and the expectation, doesn't go up a little bit, that's how it is in this industry, So. We're excited to have him, and we know what comes with it. We know that all of a sudden, eyes are on us, and that we gotta back it up every time we take the field, practice or game, and we're excited to prove that every week. What we know we have, we're excited to prove that to the world every week.
Garrett, I don't know if you heard, but on Pat McAfee's show the other day, Aaron Rodgers said that one of your skills, I think it was getting in and out of breaks, reminds him of Devontae Adams. Did you hear that? Or if I'm just telling you for the first time now, what do you think when you hear that one of the great quarterbacks compared you to one of the great receivers?
Yeah, I did see that, and that's awesome. That's a great company to be in. That's my favorite receiver all time, damn near. And just from, I don't even know if I can say that no more, but growing up, that's my favorite receiver watching play ball, and along with some other dudes, but he's been the best in the league for a while now, and to even be mentioned in the same sentence, I'm honored, and know that I still got a long way to go. I take that with a grain of salt, until he's saying Garrett is this, I don't know. What's it called? Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league, and so for me it's like that's great, but I know where I want to be at, and I got to keep working. I got to take all that with a grain of salt and know that I got to keep my head down, keep working, and continue to prove that. But I appreciate the praise from A-Rod, and he knows that the way he slings the ball. I got a lot of stuff to say about that too. So no, that's awesome.
Garrett, where were you when you found out about the trade, and what was your instant reaction? Like that it was actually done finally weeks later. Where were you, and what was your instant reaction?
I was at the house, Yeah, I was at the house actually, and my dog called me, J-Mo, for the line. He called me like, "Y'all got A-Rod?" I was like, "I don't know, bro." And then he's like, "You see Twitter?" And then it was Schefter that tweeted it, or I might have just asked him. He was like, "Schefter tweeted it." So I'm like, "Oh, I guess we did," But honestly, I had no clue. And every time I was hearing it, I didn't want to get too excited because, there had been a lot of disappointment following that. Not disappointment, but just not, not the result to go with the excitement when I got excited before. So I just didn't want to have that happen. But once I did see it and saw it was final, I was really excited, man. It was just like, oh wow, A-Rod's coming, and this is what we've been waiting for. But now it's finally done, and I actually had to go to Kansas City the next day, so I was kind of salty that I wasn't gonna be around the facility to meet him that day when he came in. But I was actually at the home, right here in Jersey.
Garrett, it's not only just the new quarterback that you guys have, but also just the new offense as a whole with Hackett coming in. Can you just talk a little bit about the similarities, differences from the scheme you were in, and also are you being asked to do anything different? I know it's early, but is there anything different this year as opposed to last?
Definitely getting asked to do a few different things that I like. I want to be a complete football player, and things like get involved with the run game and be more physical and things that will just help me all around. Not just in the run game, but also putting emphasis on certain things like that. And overall, it is similar. It is similar to what we've learned these past this last year. But there's tweaks. Damn near with everything. And in the league, all the players are the same, but everyone calls it something different or likes to have this player on that route. So just a little nuances to the offense that Coach Hack likes to do and that A-Rod likes to do that I'm trying to catch on to. And I'm really excited, man. I feel like we're gonna have a chance to put some points on the board and do something special. And I'm really excited. Just being around these last 3 weeks. I know we're learning a lot and everyone's going about it the right way, but whenever we go out there and put it on the field, it's like, wow, we're actually farther along than we thought we were when we're in the meeting room, and that's how it feels to me personally. So, it's exciting.
Take a few more, Garrett. A few more.
We've seen it obviously out at a game with Sauce. We've seen him with Allen. What do you have to do to comp a ticket to sit next to him?
Hey man, I just asked him this morning. I said I was trying to figure out why I couldn't get no tickets to the Knicks game yesterday, and I was watching the ESPN broadcast. I see him and Sauce and all their group taking up all the seats, So I got to figure out how I can get in with them and bum a seat, bum that fifth seat, and see if it can. Because honestly, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm a homebody. I don't reach out much. I don't text much, but I would love to tag along on one of them little trips to the city they've been going on. We'll figure it out soon. We'll figure it out.
I think you said at the end of the season that one of your goals in the off season was to get a little bigger, a little stronger, to help you at the line of scrimmage. Yeah. How much were you able to accomplish that this off season?
Yeah. So last year I finished the season at 181 was my final weight, and so far right now I'm at 188. So a little increase, but the thing is I got to put on even more weight because I lose a lot of weight during the season, and knowing that I want to get more in that 90 range. So. I still got some time here to put on some LBs, and now we're into the swing of things, so I can, work on my game and then put on those LBs at the same time, which is ideally how I would do it, and not lose a step, not lose, flexibility, whatever it may be. But I feel like it's it's hard. It's hard. I'm someone that I eat anything and everything, So now having to pay more attention to what I'm eating and how it's going to affect me, and just things that come with not being 17, 18 anymore. I'm kind of adapting to that, and I can't put on the weight like I used to, man. It's actually the opposite of how I heard it goes. So we got to figure it out. But yeah, man, it's going well. Appreciate you remembering that, Rich. That's good stuff, dog. I think he's gonna remember that.
It's like you're hard work to us. Thank you, everyone.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Quincy, thanks for doing this. I know it's the early stages of the off-season program. Can you describe the vibe around the building, on the field, getting a guy like Aaron Rodgers, and what that's done for the entire team?
It's a lot of energy on the field. Phase 2 just started, and this week it's just been a lot of energy, music, a lot more focus. and it's really been it. Just the energy's been good.
Quincy, did you have a chance to reach out to Will McDonald and as one of the leaders of the defense, shoot him a text or anything? The rookie you guys just added, and what do you know about him and what he can add to your defense?
So I've been looking at film on him a little bit, and then I've also reached out to him. I actually reached out to both of them and talked to them a little bit just to see like where their mind is. Just coming in, just tell them like, hey, we're coming in to work. You know, if they have any questions on the field or off the field, as far as the plays, and then also how to be a pro, where we stand at, anything like that they can call us, any point, just welcome them in, and also just tell them like, hey, we're here to have fun, so don't think it's like, oh, it's just a job or something like that. It's still the same football that you've been playing when you're younger and stuff like that, but you're just getting paid like a big ransom type thing.
Quincy, what's it been like, you know, on the defense, just looking, you know, over where the offense is and seeing, you know, Aaron Rodgers is the guy throwing the football now for you guys?
I ain't gonna lie to you, I was kind of starstruck at first because it was like we warm up right next to each other. So it just like, I was like, hold on, coach, let me just take a little minute, take this in, watch a few throws a little bit, and send them in the green. So just took that in a little bit. It's like, all right, now let's get to work. So we can get them more opportunities to throw the ball.
It's been a little bit since you signed your extension. Can you talk about what made you want to sign long-term with this team and what they're building for the future?
So that what made me re-sign with them, because what we started, so when I first got here, it was the first time that this defense had got here also. So it was like I was new to the defense. It was also new to the team. So we just started from there and building. And then our second year is when we just tore everything down and it was like, all right, we're starting off new. And right now we're starting to build our foundation. So we built the foundation last year, and that was great. And then I wanted to come back to see where else we can go. And this year, we got a lot more focus. We're working on 501 and not going back to, this is our third time in the defense, is like not going back to where my alignment is at, what am I doing in the plays. Now it's like, how do my part fit into the scheme of things? So I think we leveled up to a 501 football.
I think all Jet fans will want to know, how's Quentin doing? Like, what's he been up to? You know,
oh man, Quentin is great. Actually, I talk to him every single day, same as always. But we're welcoming a baby girl. They're having a baby girl. So it's amazing. Really just been helping around the house with Miranda and Quentin. So that's kind of what he's focusing on right now. I think she should be coming in like probably like the next 2 weeks, really. So it's kind of like our focus right now. And around the locker room, we're very excited about it too.
Quincy, has he given you any indication of when he might join you guys?
Like I said, right now he's more focused. He's having his kid in the next 2 or 3 weeks, so that's kind of like his focus right now. And it's kind of like our focus too, just helping him where he needs help at. So helping Miranda also where she needs help at also.
Quincy?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Quincy.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Sauce, you've gotten this liberty at the Garden. You've gotten kind of used to that now. Going with Aaron Rodgers last night, what was that like, being with him and having all the eyes on him?
And it was great, you know, just being able to be around a veteran guy like him, you know, a down-to-earth guy who, you know, I didn't know he was that funny, you know, just being able to spend some time with him. It was great, man. You know, everybody knew who he was. So it's like I was able to just try to be in his shadow a little bit, you know what I mean? So, but it was a great feeling.
What do you mean by funny? Is he, like, telling jokes? Is he, like, tell us how funny he is.
Yeah, like, you know, he be having his jokes, you know. It's just, like, his sense of humor is crazy, man. He's just a great guy to be around, you know. And I enjoy just spending time with him, being able to go out to dinner with him before the game, you know, to Carbone. It it was a great vibe all around.
Did he pick up the check?
You said what?
Did he pick up the check?
Oh yeah. He did. He covered the check. You know, I thought he was gonna make me get it.
Hey, Sauce, what's it like though at practice though with the vibe having a quarterback of that stature on the field with you guys?
Man, it's great. You know, just being able to just see what he do. You know, I always just catch myself just watching him, just like watching how smooth he looks and how he make it look effortless. You know, yeah, man.
Sauce, what's the status of the cheesehead?
I don't know, man. That's undisclosed right there, man. Undisclosed information. I'll keep y'all posted.
You still have it though.
I mean, in the video, I burned it, so I can't tell y'all if I do or don't. But all I can tell y'all to do is just watch the video for me, and that'll just let y'all know.
Sauce, how much are you looking forward to going against Aaron in training camp a little bit?
I'm looking forward to it. You know, I always just said, like, I knew he was going to get me better. And, you know, by that, I was just thinking of, I was telling him this yesterday, I was just thinking of, like, him making those tough throws that it's going to be hard for me to intercept and break up. But, like, he was just telling me yesterday he going to be able to help me out, tell me how teams are going to try to attack me, tell me the things that I could work on as a cornerback. He was telling me he just got the secret gems, you know, that he could just give me, you know. And that's not what I was thinking of when I said he was gonna make me better. But, you know, just hearing that from him just made me respect him even more. You know, yeah, man, he's a great guy. I wasn't expecting that, but, you know, I'm looking forward to just being able to sit down and just watch some film and tell him what we're trying to do, and he could tell us what they're trying to do on offense.
Sauce, what do you think he does for Garrett Wilson? Obviously, a great player in his own right. You go against great receivers all the time. How does a great quarterback help elevate a great receiver?
I mean, he's been around for a while. You know, he's seen probably every single defense, every single disguise that you could probably think of. So, you know, I'm sure him and Garrett are gonna be on the same page when it comes to route running. Garrett probably telling them that, you know, hang in there with me because I want to run this slant like this. I want an outside release, and just hang in there with me. I'm going to get some separation. You know, little things like that. You know, I feel like they're going to be able to just be on the same page and, you know, just ball out.
Sauce, when you had a guy like Aaron, obviously there's going to be more attention on this team now. You know, a lot more primetime games, things like that. How do you feel about the team's ability to handle the added attention, added pressure, and the target on your back now?
And we was just talking about that yesterday, like, you know, it's no pressure. You know, when it comes to playing in New York, you just got to tell yourself, I'm built for this. And, you know, me and Aaron, we just caught ourselves yesterday just telling each other, like, I'm built for this. You know, he said he built for this. Like, we just had that one-on-one moment when we was out eating dinner. So that's all it really is. You know, I was just trying to share with him, like, my experience when it comes to playing in New York and how my mentality was to just, you know, just had a mindset that I'm built for it and just embrace the New York culture, embrace the New York media, embrace the New York fans, embrace everything that comes with New York instead of just trying to be so perfect, because at the end of the day, everybody make mistakes and everybody go through adversity. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about.
So it was just you two guys at dinner last night?
Yeah, it was just me and him from probably 4-something p.m. to probably 11-something.
When you were at the Garden, was there a highlight moment, like a particular? I know you probably were rubbing elbows with a lot of celebrities there. So
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what was your highlight moment?
It's something I ain't gonna speak about. Well, I got to meet a few movie stars. I got to meet Chris Rock. Who else? Dave Chappelle, Tracy Morgan. Who else did I meet? I met quite a few people. But when we were getting seated, he was just picking on me a little bit for being young. You know, like, we was getting seated and he was like, we're about to sit by, what's her name? We're about to sit by Jessica Alba. And I'm just like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I don't know who that is. And he just looked at me. He looked at me like I'm crazy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was just great just being able to sit over there. And I got to meet her and one of her friends who was from Detroit, actually. You know, it was great vibes. But that whole night, he'd just keep asking me out of nowhere. He like, do you know who that person is? And I'm like, bro, that's Amari Stoudemire. I know who that is. Like, now you're just picking on me at this point.
Well, there is a pretty big age gap between you two. I think probably 16 or 17 years or something like that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think you were probably 5 when he broke into the NFL.
No, that makes sense for sure.
Sauce, how do you look at your second year? Obviously, you did, aside from Aaron Rodgers and everything else, I mean, you were one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL as a rookie. Where do you go from here?
I'm trying to be the best. You know, if I say I'm trying to be the best, I got to put the work in. So I can't do what I did last year. You know, the work that I was putting in last year, I have to, you know, take it to the next level. You know, because it's people, I'm a target now. You know what I mean? So I just got to try to do everything, whether it's watching even more film, you know, spending even more time in the weight room, spending more time to perfect my craft, you know, whatever it is. You know, I can't get complacent. And that's the main thing. You know, this is my first off season. It was a lot of distractions, but, you know, I kept my head on straight.
Are there any more questions for Sauce?
Sauce, what'd you, 2 things about the draft. What'd you think of you guys going with a pass rusher in round 1? Have you texted him or anything? And then 2, I was really impressed by your Will Levis tweet to keep your head up. Why'd you feel like you wanted to send that message out to Levis?
I'll start with that one. You know, I was watching the draft and I just kept seeing the camera on him, and like they were just saying, like the percentage of him getting picked after a certain pick that they didn't get him, and you know the camera kept being on him, and I just seen how, you know, you can see when somebody's trying to stay positive, even though something really eating them from the inside out. So that's what made me tweet that, you know, because I'm an empath myself. So, you know, I kind of was feeling what he was feeling, you know, just sitting there and all the eyes was on him, and he probably knowing deep down that he probably not gonna get picked in round 1. So I feel like I just had to say that, you know. Yeah, and about us taking a pass rusher in round 1, you know, I could never be mad if we take a guy on defense. You know, I know Coach Sala, Joe, Mr. Johnson, I know all of them. You know, they're gonna do what's right for the team. You know, they just added a baller. You know, so I'm looking forward to him being able to come here, being able to get to know him more. You know, I know he played at Iowa State, so Allen and Brees, they're very familiar with him. But I'm looking forward to getting to know him as well.